This is the best part about every Zelda game that has been released. Oh, and this is including the HD remasters and the weirdly fun spin-offs. So starting off, yeah, I'm gonna go from newest to oldest instead of oldest to newest. It just feels right. Anyway, Tears of the Kingdom is a good game. A really good game. The best part about it is obviously Purah. No, I'm messing with you. It's Ultra Hand. I mean, this is probably the worst remaster HD of a 3D Zelda game, but it's still pretty good. The best part has to be that you don't have to use motion controls if you don't want to. This weird robot guy is kind of cool. I don't know. This just gave a good game a huge glow up, and it probably has one of the best art styles in the series. There's something weird about Breath of the Wild where it was harder to figure out what the best thing about the game was, where it was easy to figure out that same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. But if I had to choose, the exploration was the best part about it. I have never had more fun exploring a world than this. Besides, like, real life. But other than that, yeah. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the internet says that Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U was the last Zelda interactive experience produced and manufactured and released by Nintendo, and I'm running out of breath. And Twilight Princess HD is my favorite game in the entire series. Obviously, it's not the most revolutionary Zelda game, but I don't think Zelda games have to be revolutionary to be the best. And speaking of the best part about Twilight Princess HD is probably Midna or the bosses or the dungeons. I don't know, it's really hard to choose. Okay, so I know basically like only 100 people on planet Earth actually like this game, but my friends like it, so the best thing about it is that you can play it with your friends if you have friends. I genuinely don't know if Windwaker HD came before or after A Link Between Worlds, but I'm just gonna assume it came after. The best part about it is probably the art style. It's just timeless and it shows really well in the HD version. Okay, now moving on to A Link Between Worlds. I feel like everyone who's actually played this game really loves it, but most people just skim past it. I haven't actually played this, so I'm gonna get a friend to help me out, since he's actually 100%ed the game. Alright, so I'm already recording. What is the best thing about A Link Between Worlds?
For me, it was the bosses and the items.
The items and the bosses. So, yeah, there you go. It's kind of hard to figure out what to say here. Yes, this is probably the worst 3D Zelda, but it still has some strengths. I do respect it trying to reinvent the wheel with motion controls, even if it was poorly implemented. The idea was good. The best part about the game was Zelda's character though. Again, this is another Zelda game I haven't played. I'm assuming that the best thing about it is this purple guy since it's good armor in Breath of the Wild, but I don't really know. And while we're here, I'll also say that the best thing about Phantom Hourglass is the name. It's another game I haven't played, but I do really like the name. The first version of Twilight Princess was pretty good, and although I think it was pretty clumsy just to mirror everything on the Wii version for motion controls that no one cared about, I can be pretty clumsy too sometimes, so it doesn't matter too much to me. I think the best part about this game was that for the first time, Nintendo focused on quality of life features instead of trying to make one thing insane like they did with other Zelda games. You can turn really tiny. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is arguably better than Triforce Heroes, but it's just that playing with other friends is still a huge inconvenience to try and do. The best part about it was probably that it was one of the more simple Zelda games, meaning your brain probably won't explode as quickly compared to playing other Zelda games. Okay, so now we're on Wind Waker. For some reason, I thought Twilight Princess and Wind Waker just came out right next to each other. But apparently not. Anyway, the best part about Wind Waker is that it was the first Zelda to have good exploration, which obviously led on to Breath of the Wild. The best part about the Oracle games is that they exist, and if they didn't exist, they wouldn't exist. Majora's Mask did a bunch of cool stuff like adding realistic reactions to NPCs, but the best part about the game is that it came out right after Ocarina of Time. Okay, this one is pretty obvious. I don't think this game is the best game of all time, and I don't think it's the best Zelda game, but I do have huge respect for it being the first really great 3D game. And Mario 64 barely counts. The camera just sucks, and it has betrayed me more times than I can count. I'll be playing the game, and the camera, where I am in... Sorry about that. The best part about Link's Awakening is its ending. It's my favorite 2D Zelda game, and the ending caught me off guard. Okay, this game just made literally every other good Zelda game an actual Zelda game. The best part about it is how it invented a great formula that lasted for a really long time until Breath of the Wild changed it up. I don't have script. What happened is I wrote script for every other Zelda game, and then when I got to this one, I didn't know what to put. Okay, so hear me out. I think I just thought of something while recording this. The best part about Zelda II is that you don't have to play it if you don't want to. Okay, this one is really obvious. It's because of the old man. He is the best Zelda character, and you can't change my mind. He's just the best. Oh, and apparently I didn't talk about the original Hyrule Warriors. I'm going through everything I said right now, and I didn't talk about that, so that's my fault. I have played this game only once, so this is going to be a little difficult to figure out what the best thing about it is. I think the best part about Hyrule Warriors is that it was trying something different, and that probably gave people a break from other Zelda games. And this is the end of the video, and I didn't write a outro because I never do that. Right now I have like 7 pages of Spanish homework that I need to go do, so I'm gonna make this quick. Thank you for watching. If you want, you can subscribe. If you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously. And yeah, bye.